We're here today with Krishon, owner of elyse Hair Studio and elyse Hair Collection. Your salon is gaining a lot of attention from the top of the line service that y'all are offering. You're a young lady that's been able to execute a vision in a business that is growing and changing rapidly. So we're going to get some advice and tips on running and starting a business, to what your business offers, to how you got started. So my first question is, how old were you when you first started doing hair?
When I first started doing hair, I was 12 years old. My mom taught me the basics like roller sets and rod sets, and then she showed me how to do relaxers. And then I just started doing my family members and friends' hair.
Did you always want your own salon?
Yes, it was something that I always wanted. I always wanted to first start off in my own space, and then I wanted to elevate and, get something with the group so I can help other women and other stylists and show them, different techniques that I offer, and then also something that they can teach me.
What type of styles were you doing back then when you first started out?
When I first started, I started off doing rods, I started off doing braids, I started off doing roller sets and relaxers.
When did you first realize you had talent, like I can actually do some hair, and started taking it serious?
When I was 12. When I was 12 years old, that's when I realized that it was something that I can make into a career.
So you figured out that you had talent early.
Yes, I did.
Did you ever work a punch clock job in high school, or ever?
When I was in high school, I did start off working at Stephen Barry's. I did that after school hours, so it was probably like from 4 o'clock to like maybe 10 o'clock. And I did that for about maybe 6 months. And then I interned with my aunt. She's a hairstylist. I interned with her my senior year. And after that, I worked at Wells Fargo when I graduated from high school. And I worked at Wells Fargo for maybe 3 years.
So what you think really made you choose the entrepreneur route over the 9 to 5?
The money, the income, and also I didn't have a lot of flexibility. I didn't have a lot of time to myself. It was just inconvenient for me working a 9 to 5 because I really couldn't move how I needed to move. But I did also enjoy those clients, and I felt like that I did get a lot of professionalism with working at the bank.
So you did learn and was able to take something from the bank 9 to 5 job.
Yes, I was able to learn. I was able to gain professionalism. It taught me how to, be more respectable of my clients' time, how to be more professional, how to handle money better. I learned a lot about loans, handling money, just different things as far as like on the business side.
So you went to cosmetology school, completed that, passed your boards, and got your license. Did you work in someone's salon before you opened your own, and for how long?
Yes, I worked at Glam Couture under Alicia. That was back in 2009 and 2010. I was her shampoo assistant. Also, Alicia showed me how to do a lot of things for us, like shampoo, quick weaves, how to cut, how to style. And I also worked in Rachelle's salon, Bombshell Beauty Bar. I worked in there for a year, and she also showed me how to apply lace closures.
Would you recommend new stylists to work in someone else's salon before opening their own?
Yes, I feel like that experience will be great for new stylists because it's kind of hard just jumping out and trying to get your own, because having a team or working with a team, it'll help you gain things, that you probably didn't have at first. And it'll also give you the experience from working at a salon to show you how things are to be done correctly.
So from working from the house to working in the salon, what's the difference? Because some people are on the fence, like, should I stay at the house or should I go to the salon? What kind of advice would you have for a person on that fence?
As far as like exposure is the most important thing. It's kind of hard to expose yourself when you're at home. You don't want too many people coming in and out of your home. And, it's just, I feel like you're limiting yourself when you're at home. You can't get like a walk-in based clientele. You're just stuck. Because I worked at my house for over a year, and I felt like I was just confined and stuck. I wasn't learning. But when I got around other stylists, it kind of opened my eye up to more things. And it was just a better experience for me.
Now to advice and tips. How important is branding?
Branding is the most important thing to me. Far as like hashtagging, sharing your work, showing your work, it's just very important when you're doing hair. It gets out a lot of, you get a lot of publicity from that. with sharing your stuff. So branding is the most important to me.
What type of advice would you have for a new stylist trying to build their clientele?
As far as like a new stylist, I would give them, I would tell them to always be sure to take pictures of your work and always hashtag, always promote yourself, pass out business cards, pass out flyers. Anything you can do to brand yourself is important.
Now they have a little clientele. What type of advice would you have for a person trying to open their own salon? Like on the front end, what type of advice would you give them?
The biggest thing to me is saving. Like saving your money is the most important thing, because when you first go into business, you want to be able to use money that you saved instead of getting loans, because in the end it can, kind of hurt you by taking out a loan and then paying bills and you have to pay the loan back. So I would say saving your money up for the salon and branding your salon and getting people who's interested in working not only for you but for themselves, because they're going to hustle and they're going to be, they're going to be ready to make money.
What's one of the biggest things you have learned from being a business owner?
It takes a lot of hard work and a lot of dedication. And it's not always about you. It's mainly about your team, supporting your team, helping your team, because at the end of the day, it's your team. Your team is what makes your salon.
The industry has changed a lot over the last 5 to 10 years. You're kind of coming in during the biggest changes. What made you choose having a storefront salon instead of working in a suite?
The suite thing, as far as like the income, is what kind of changed my mind, because when I, looked at how much money I'm paying weekly versus, I can be putting that into my own salon. So that what kind of made me a little skeptical about the suite. And also with the suite, you don't get that team experience. And with me having a salon, I get to work with other women or other males or however, and I get that experience. I'm not going to say it's boring, but I enjoy working with other women and working with other people, and we feed off each other's vibe when we come in, so we have a good time. Versus a suite, it's just you. And some people may like just working by themselves, but with me, I don't mind a group of people, and we have fun.
Okay, so by you choosing a storefront over the suite, like you said, that means you will have a crew. So how important is the team for you building your brand up?
It's important, to have your team, because like I said, hashtagging is most importantly. So, when you're looking for a clientele, they're hashtagging not only themselves, but they're hashtagging the salon. Elyse Hair Studio, made by May. Elyse Studio, come and get slayed by Tori. So, they're not just branding that's just not branding themselves. They're branding the salon as well. So that is important. It'll bring in more clientele when they see Elyse hashtag or when they see made by May. So it'll always be out there. So
it's teamwork makes the dream work.
Teamwork's always make the dream work.
So what services does your salon offer?
We offer natural hair care. We offer coloring services, hair cutting services, weave extensions, basically everything. Makeup, we have a makeup artist, we have a lash technician, and I also have a braider. So she does crochets, she does cornrows, she does everything.
So a full service hair salon.
Yes, sir. Full service hair salon.
So what do you specialize in?
I specialize in silk presses and weave extensions.
Weave extensions. You also mentioned that you have your own hair collection, elyse Hair Collection. By you specializing in weave extension, is that what made you want to start your own hair collection?
Yes, I had a lot of clients it had to be back in 2013, and they started wearing weave. Weave got very popular, I say maybe 2011. And back in 2013, a lot of customers was bringing in hair bundles, and the quality wasn't that good. So I just started doing research on different vendors, looking for better quality hair for my customers, because, when you have bad hair or not so good hair, sometimes they can make or break the style. So I had a couple of customers coming in and the hair wasn't A1. So that's what, tied me into trying to go find, a good hair vendor to be able to provide that for my clients.
Tell me a little about your hair collection.
I have been selling hair for 3 years, Elyse Hair Collection. Virgin hair, it can be lightening, it can be cut, it can be colored, it can be deep conditioned, straightened, curled, it's top version quality hair.
So what's some signs of bad hair? What's the difference between good and bad hair? Because like you said, we hear that all the time.
Usually the signs of bad hair from my perspective, I've had hair that came with gold or silver wraps, and usually those are a no-go. Every time I've used, hair that came packaged like that, it was, not a good experience for me. But also sometimes when I can see like white or red strings in the hair, that's not, virgin hair. Sometimes you can smell it and it can smell fishy, that's not a great hair. And I also do a strip test. I'll cut a piece off the bundle and lighten it for up to 2 hours to see, to test it, to see the quality of it. And sometimes I had hair that doesn't lighten, or it only lightened to like a level 4 or a level 3. And some hair like a burn within 59 seconds. So I know that's not good. So basically I just do the process of elimination. But, good quality hair isn't cheap. And I try to stress that to my clients. And I try to stress that to a lot of people that I sell for. The hair may be expensive, but it's good quality hair. And you can keep it, and it lasts up to 2 to 3 years.
Quality over quantity.
Quality over quantity is a must.
So how does one purchase, book, get a consultation with you, Ms. Krishon?
Well, they can go to www.kelyse I have booking information. I have my hair collection. I have bundle deals. So everything is listed under my website. And that's www.kelysehaircollection.com.
Any last words? Anything I left out you want to inform the people?
No, I just want to say thank you, Channel 1, for having me. Thank you for this opportunity. And I look forward to you guys purchasing from elyse Hair Collection. Thank you.
Krishon, owner of elyse Hair Studio and elyse Hair Collection. Yes. Thank you for coming to Channel 1.
Thank you.